Hey guys, so some of you don't know this, but I have a Tumblr. Woo, super hip, yeah! Sometimes I do things and I feel embarrassed halfway through them. That was one of those things. But yeah, I have a Tumblr and I asked you guys on there to ask me some questions and I'm gonna go through and answer them now. And if you're not following me, be sure you do. Links down below. Whoa, this question's like really good. If I could be cast as a new lead on any current show, what would it be? I don't know if I want to be the lead because I love the lead character so much. The unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. I would just want to be her best friend in that show. I wouldn't really want to take her spot. I think she's so cool. I've loved her from The Office. Yeah, I guess that show, she's so awkward and I feel like I would crack up and that must be such a fun set to be on. That or Revenge. I would take over for Emily and seek vengeance because I love the action. I would take out Victoria Grayson once and for all. So I have two favorite emojis. One where the smiley face is like this, and then the peace sign. So it's like this. Because I feel like I make that face and it just captures the emotion so clearly. Do I have any tips for the socially awkward? Some of you guys don't know this about me because I come off as super cool and put together on YouTube, but I'm pretty socially awkward too. I'm like inside my head thinking of all these different situations that are happening and I can't just be in the moment. I have to go to parties sometimes alone or events. I pack my 3DS, a bunch of different things that could help get me out of social situations. I don't know why I have it. Whenever like my phone dies or my DS is dead, whenever it's just me, I'll make eye contact with someone and then we'll start a conversation. I can be brave sometimes. I don't have too many tips. Eye contact is one of those things that really opens up conversation for you, but if you're socially awkward and you're shy, the minute you see someone who's super pretty or super hot, you look away, so you ruin all chances of conversation. Think of a few different questions that you could ask. Always compliment someone's outfit or something that they're wearing, and that's a good way to start a conversation. I've actually gotten to a ton of conversations by playing my 3DS, because people come up to me and be like, oh, what game are you playing? Or they'll have one and be like, oh, do you want to play Mario Kart? I know it sounds like a defense mechanism to not want to be social, but I do, and I kind of like hope those things make people want to talk to me. I'm the worst at this. I'm just sharing with what's kind of worked with me. Hopefully that helps. What's a bad habit of mine? I always think of all the things that I need to do, then every time I'm reminded, like if there's something that I need to return, I'll look at it and then I kind of get stressed out because I'm like, oh, I need to return that, and then I'll go do something else, and then I'll just like keep putting it off. I have like 14 days to return it. A week passes by and it's like, oh, I have 7 days, and then it's like I have a couple hours and I'm like rushing. Unless something is so urgent, then that's when I really will get it done. I just procrastinate like crazy and stress myself out, and that's kind of like one of my worst habits. This is the best question ever. Who said this? This is great. I would be Chip. He was my favorite character. Oh my gosh. That would be awesome. It would have to be done right. Because live actions kind of, they either ruin it for you or they make you appreciate it more. I think Cinderella is a really good example of that. I went in with no expectations and was extremely blown away, and it was so magical. So they would have to do that with Pokemon. I think it would have to be a little bit more edgier because I don't think you can make a live action out of Pokemon without it coming off too cheesy, because the cartoon was kind of cheesy. That's why we loved it. Don't judge me for this. I'm just gonna say it. Please don't judge me. I wouldn't want to do this all the time. Without consequence, I would want to slap someone. Like, if they're being crazy and out of control, I could just slap them. There's no consequence. It's just over. It's just like, it's just one slap. It's not like I want to beat someone up. It's just, you know, sometimes people just need that, you know, slap some sense into them. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I talk to some pretty interesting people sometimes. I think that my brain goes there. It's like, I want to slap you right now. How do I think of another way to approach this conversation? And sometimes, you know, it worked for me as a kid. Sometimes I just needed to get a little pop. And I'm like, oh wow, come to. I sound like a horrible person, but please, come on. Some of you were thinking the same thing. If I could be anyone from a Marvel movie, I would want a gender bend. I would be Spider-Man now that he's Marvel. Because I watch Spider-Man as a cartoon when he's like doing the little slinging the webs and being sticky on things. That just looks like so much fun, Spider-Man. Although that costume, I don't know if that would fit me. Like, I'd be really fit. It would be an uncomfortable costume. Nice question, Julia. You've been waiting this whole time for her to ask that. Next question. I would want the life of Eliza Thornberry. She could talk to animals and she goes on constant, amazing adventures. That's it. She's it for me. It's a good question. I wonder the same thing. I'm gonna ask Obama about this and get back to you. Alright, that's it for my Tumblr Q&A. I think I'll be doing a lot more of these. Be sure to follow me on Tumblr, and thanks for asking me questions. I'll see you guys later. Bye!